like button. Share the stream out with your friends. Tell them to come hang out and let's talk about new comic books. Yes, that's what we're going to talk about today. Get our friends up to this piece. Start in just a minute. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Second Street. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are on the day after New Comic Book Wednesday. Yes, it's the day after New Comic Book Day, and today we are going to get into some comic books. We're going to review some comic books, but first I'm going to show you the comic books that I brought home for this week. Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure if you are here on the live stream, make sure that you hit that like button, and also make sure that you share this out with your friends and tell them all to come hang out if they want to talk about comic books and stuff. If they don't, tell them to come hang out anyway. Acquire Myrtle bit by hanging out in the live stream and hanging out with all of these great folks. Now, what I typically do on my comic book pull list is I show you guys all of my comics from Marvel, DC, and then I get into small press and indies, and I'm gonna do no different. But today, you know, it's a little bit different because it's the day after New Comic Book Day, and we will be doing these reviews as well. And I'm gonna start off no different than we ever do. And you know, I don't really pull, in case you guys haven't really been paying attention, I don't really pull a whole lot of Marvel books anymore these days, but I do have a couple this week, starting off with Fantastic Four Life Story issue number 2. Now, this is one of the books I have not got a chance to read yet. And I mean, it's not at the top of my priority list. It's not at the bottom. I actually thought issue 1 of this was I thought it was pretty good. Now, this is one of those stories that they're going to follow along the Fantastic Four as they age in real time through the decades. They started off in the 60s. Now we are in the 70s, and it will progress from there over probably, what, the next 6 decades. So 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. So, yeah, altogether, I thought the first issue was pretty good. We're going into the 70s here. Now, this is kind of like they did a couple of years ago. They did Peter Parker. They did Spider-Man life story, and that one was a really good series. It was written by Chip Zdarsky, so I mean, there's a little bit to be said there. Chip Zdarsky is a pretty good writer, and yeah, I thought Spider-Man life story was absolutely great. Fantastic Four life story is pretty good so far. Now, it's not one that's probably going to be for people who are like super serious about all that continuity, because this does kind of break continuity in the fact that what it does is, as they are aging in real time, they also do some of the different things, at least they did in Spider-Man Life Story, where some of the things were different than what had always kind of come before. It kind of took everything that's happened and kind of tied it into one story. But I don't know. So if you're into the one of the continuity guys, probably not a story for you. Like I know my man Chomonger, he's probably one of them guys. He's probably I don't need this. I could just read regular Fantastic Four. If he read Fantastic Four. Anyway, moving on, the next one we got here is Captain Marvel issue number 29. She is the Sorceress Supreme right now, as far as I know. I'm a few issues behind. I'm a few issues behind on this one. This one right here is totally just me buying these books one of these days. I'm, maybe, yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll dump some of these books off. But also, Kelly Thompson has been writing Captain Marvel for these past 29 issues, and believe it or not, there's like a couple of these issues that have really gone up in value and held their value. New characters and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'll keep buying them just in case to have them, because you never know. Because you never know, right? And one of these days, one of these comic book guys will not picked it up, or there'll be some normie out there who's like, hey, oh dude, I love Captain Marvel, let me get those books. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Cha-ching. Kind of like this book I heard about recently. There was a book that I heard has been going up in value lately. That's Venom issue number 9. This is the current Donny Cates run. Now, the one in particular that I was noticing, this was, I'm not sure if you guys know Doc. You can follow him, I think, on Twitter. I think it's like Doc 2.0. But he's on Wes's channel, Thinking Critical. He's on there on the Saturday morning show a lot, where they get together and they talk about comic books, mostly bitching about comic books they don't like, yet they're still reading. But some of them just having some other conversations as well, just little nitpicks and things like that. Where I guess when they get to the X-Men stuff, it's, guys, like I get people like talking about these books, and I guess I get it gets views, but fuck, if I hate something, I'm gonna stop reading that shit. I like fuck it, like I guess my views don't mean that much to me, I guess, to read a piece of shit comic book. But anyway, that's a completely different story. But apparently Venom issue number 9 has been going up in value lately, and I actually have the cover, particular cover that has been going up, and that's that the one that's got the Into the Spider-Verse variant. It's got I believe Spider-Man Noir on the cover. I picked up a lot of those just because, like, all those Into the Spider-Verse covers I was getting, and yeah, apparently that one's been going for some pretty good coin on the internet. I don't know. I'm not emotionally attached to it. If I got some money out of it, I'd be like, all right. Maybe I should try to put it on the internets for sale, huh? I don't know. But that's all I really have for my Marvel DC books. I don't really pull any DC, so hey, there you go with that. So we'll get into some small press and indies here. We'll talk. I also got horror comics. This is on Antarctic Press. Oh, let me get that out of the bag. This is Antarctic Press's horror comics issue number 5. This is one I haven't read. I think I've got issues 2 through 5. I need it. If there's anybody out there watching this, if you guys can get a copy of Horror Comics issue number 1, get at me, dog. Get at me. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments below. Speaking of which, while I was at my LCS yesterday, I picked up issues 1 through 6 of The Resistance here. For my man Skip and Tosh. I'm not sure if you guys know Skip and Tosh's. Pretty cool guy. I see him. I'm pretty sure I've first seen him probably over on Wes's channel on Thinking Critical. But I was watching Ash on Comics the other day. They were live streaming. They were talking about Erratic, and he said that he didn't have the Resistance. And I was like, oh, dude, let me know. I'm pretty sure my LCS has all of them. I kind of know because I was looking for the variant cover of issue number 1 the other day, and I noticed they had the full series. I was like, I'll pick them up and send them to you. So I picked those up. Oh man, Skip and Tosh got to get those things mailed out to him. But I would have just sent him the trade paperback I have. But in case you guys don't remember, I sent it out to my man Obi-Wan the homie, aka Beskar Batman. Just, a few weeks ago. But so anyway, moving on. The next book that I got here was Phantom on the Scan. This was issue number 3. After that, and by the way, those first couple I showed you, those books we won't be talking about. Nuclear Family, issue number 5. Stephanie Phillips thought I was doing a pretty good job on this series. We'll also be talking about Chariot, issue number 4 of 5. We'll talk about that one here shortly. Also, man, where are we at here? Oh, dang, sorry, they're all kind of out of order. We got this one right here. This is MFKZ on Behemoth Comics. Went ahead and picked up that issue. You know what's funny about this one was like, I got home from the LCS. I didn't realize until later. I obviously didn't bag these ones or board them, but I got home and I realized like this thing is like, yeah, see that? Like there's a box cutter cut through it, right? The funny thing is like I know that this had to have happened. This had to have happened probably at the distribution level, because I opened this box when it came in at the LCS on Tuesday when we were getting stuff ready, and I didn't have a box cutter, so I ripped the tape off of the box, just off of the outside of the box, and opened up the box, and we just started, and it wasn't at the bottom or the middle. I mean, it was the middle. It wasn't at the bottom or the top of the pile. It was in the middle. So I'm like, well, I know that one wasn't on us. The other one I got was Behemoth Comics, Vietnam Horror, issue number 4. Again, we'll be talking about that one as well. Then, is this where we're at now? Then, after that, got Something is Killing the Children, issue number 17. I also actually picked up, I went ahead and picked up that glow-in-the-dark cover as well. There, I was like, yeah, I'll get it. I got it. Got him. We'll also get into, we got in Image Comics. We've got right here, this is Homesick Pilots, issue number 6. This is starting off the new story arc of Homesick Pilots, and I picked up this, I believe this is the variant cover, second cover? Yeah, the variant cover there on that one. Also, this is the end of this series. Also picked up Stray Dogs, issue number 5. Issue number 5. We'll talk about that one. Also picked up, right here, The Blue Flame, issue number 2. We won't be talking about that one, but I picked it up, read it. And also the, one picked up here is Shadow Service, issue number 9. We'll be talking about that one also. Okay, guys. Ooh, I did forget one. I knew I forgot one somewhere. This one right here, this is on Red 5 Comics, The Dark Age, issue number 6. The Dark Age returns. Man, I've missed this series. Like, it was one I was really looking forward to getting in and reading, The Dark Age issue number 6. But also, guys, that's all I've got for my comic book pull list that I got this week. I also got a couple of other books here that I picked up as well. In case you guys don't know, I'm an ambassador for Aftershock Comics, so I go into different local comic book shops here in the area, in the greater Los Angeles area, more the like north of Los Angeles, like North Hollywood and Van Nuys and stuff like that area. I go into and help spread the good word of Aftershock Comics, and if see if there's anything we can do, anything we can help with to help facilitate sales, to hopefully help boost sales. And so while I was in some of these shops, occasionally I take a look around and I pick stuff up along the way. And so this week, God, where was I at? I was at House of Secrets in here in Burbank. Just, I don't know, guys, from me, I don't know, it's probably about 50 miles away or so, just right about there, not very far. But from House of Secrets, I picked this up. This is Captain America the Captain America Omnibus. This is collecting Captain America 1 through 25 of Ed Brubaker's run on Captain America. It's got Captain America 1 through 25 and Captain America 65th Anniversary Special and Winter Soldier Winter Kills one-shots. So went ahead and picked that one up to add that to the shelf. I mean, look at that beautiful book, right? Right? I mean, dude, I'm telling you, like, when I bought that first Moon Knight Omnibus, I fell in love with it, man. It's great. It's great. That's another reason my pull list has been dwindling down, and I've got mostly indies only on there as well. Now, another one that I picked up, and I was at Collector's Paradise on the Winnetka branch. They actually have 3 different branches. You guys can go check them out as well. They've got one there on their Winnetka store. They've got one in North Hollywood, and they also have one in Pasadena. But while I was there at Collector's Paradise, and I had a great conversation with the owner there, Ed, picked up this right here. This is the the Infinity War Omnibus right there. Bam! Yeah, I mean, this thing, like, yeah, this thing is thick. I went ahead and picked this up. I think what I'm gonna have to track down the Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus. I know I've seen it out there. But this one has Infinity War 1 through 6. Then it goes into got a bunch of different tie-ins here as well. The other one I'll have to actually pick up too is Warlock and the Infinity Watch 1 through 6. It don't have that in here. You know what? It's probably in the Infinity Gauntlet on the bus. But yeah, so I went ahead and picked that up right there, man. There's another one to add to the shelf. So yeah, like I said, got some pretty big haul there. Now, before I get in and say what's up to the chat, one of the things I want to tell you guys is make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you don't like it as well. It's all good. It's all good. You don't have to give it a thumbs. Give it a thumbs down if you want to, but interact a little bit. Interact. Help defeat that YouTube algorithm. Hydra is out there constantly. I'm just kidding. We're Hydra. The Avengers are out there constantly trying to bury us in that YouTube algorithm. So give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you're for those Avengers. Are you one of the Nerd Avengers? Yeah, give it a thumbs up. But also make sure you share it with your friends and consider becoming, if you like hearing me flap my gums and all that stuff, consider becoming a channel member. If you think that, hearing me flap my gums is worth buying me one comic book a month, it's $3.99 to become a channel member. And with that, some of what we do with that money is we put into crowdfunding comic books with the money I get here from YouTube. Put into some of the crowdfunded comic books out there. Some of the channel members will be entered into some of the giveaways that I will be doing for channel members only on some of those crowdfunded comic books that we are backing. So make sure you do that. Also, if you're not one of the immortal Myrtle Maniacs, that's what we call the channel members here, you also, by hanging out here in the live streams with all these great folks, you acquire what we call Myrtle Bit. You acquire Myrtle Bit, and you can check your Myrtle Bit in the chat by entering exclamation Myrtle Bit into the little chat down there, and the little stream bot will tell you what your Myrtle Bit is. Now, the Myrtle Bit helps you get entered into the giveaways that we're going to do here on the channel. So you don't have to be a channel member. You can just be subscribed to the channel and be hanging out here with all these cool folks and acquiring Myrtle Bit, and you get entered into the giveaways. That's the only way to get entered into the giveaways that we're going to be doing here. And this is the one of the things that we're giving away here. This book right here is 2 Stories, is a memoir about faith and mental illness by Zarek Award-winning cartoonist Joshua Kemble. Josh thought he was living the artist's dream. The young, ambitious comic book creator had a hip Portland apartment and affectionate fiancée and his whole life ahead of him, until the night he finds himself on Burnside Bridge, willing himself to jump. How did he get here? 2 Stories is a confessional graphic memoir that grapples with questions of faith, mental illness, depravity, and ultimately redemption in a fallen world. And I've got to tell you, I finally got a chance to read this book, and this book is absolutely great. Even if you don't like comic books and you're here hanging out because you love to see my handsome face flapping my gums on screen, you want to get entered into this. This book is very worth reading. It's got all that stuff that I just talked about here. It's just written right here on the back. All that stuff is in this book. Absolutely great. It's touching. It's personal. It's great. It's gut wrenching. It's heartbreaking, and it's lighthearted and funny at the same time. This book was so damn good. I'm actually proud to be giving away the copy of this book. This is from one of the local artists, I guess, and writers here where I live at in the Antelope Valley. So here in Lancaster. I'm not sure if he's actually in Lancaster, but the greater Antelope Valley area. Absolutely great book. If you don't, I'm sure he's got a website here. I'll have to, but you can go find him at. It's probably joshuakemble.com. Probably. I'm pretty sure you guys have a website. You can look him up here on YouTube as well. Go check out his stuff. This book is definitely worth reading. It's worth the money that I paid for it. Very proud to be giving away a copy of 2 stories. Absolutely great book. So let's get into the live chats here and see who all we've got here with us today before we get into some comic book reviews. I see we've got some of the immortal Myrtle Maniacs here. We've got my man Lord Veedo, Mike Porter, Will Morgan, Sheev the Wise, what is up? My man Alois Dottle, thank you so much for being here. Daniel Fisher, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you guys all hit that like button, share this stream out. We got, oh, Nikki, how are you doing today? What is up? Let's see who else we got here. We got my man Demajani in the house. One of the members of the Dark Council, guys. You can catch them every Tuesday on one of their channels that there is. You got the Gospel According to Mark with a C. You've got Drunk 3PO, Demajani, Fatal J, the President, Abu Nas. You've also, you guys know. Yeah. You know. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you don't know the Dark Lord Callus as well. You know you do. Make sure you go check him out. Thank you so much, Demajani, for the $2 super chat. What's up, brother? Hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well as well, man. Hey, Demajani, you still need to get at me, dude. You still need to get at me. I need them deets. I need them deets so I can send you. I've got that Black Widow No Restraints play. I've got an extra copy here, my brother. Let me know. Let me know. Let's see who else we've got here. We've also got Superior Hero Reviews. Thank you so much for being here. My man Reefer Man Reviews, as well as Fur Casuela Lopez. Thank you so much for being here. And Scotty from Hawks Holocrons. How are you all doing today? So let's get in here and see what you're all saying. We see my man Lord Veedo and Mike Porter are saying FWB. You guys know what that means, right? It's F Warner Brothers, because in case you guys don't know, if you're not one of the Nerdvengers, Josh's channel, the live stream channel, the Den of Nerds Live, got struck down and they can't live stream because they were reacting to some social media stuff that was going on, and they got struck. And I don't know, it's a hilarious situation, but it's really not funny at all, because like you know, if this is kind of your job being a content creator, you do YouTube full time as a content creator, and you're just doing something that's common that everybody does, a reaction video and stuff like that, and they take down your channel and you can't do what kind of earns you income. It's pretty effed up. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care what channel you are. If you're one of those channels out there that I don't know, that I don't agree with or anything, I could give a crap less. Like, if this is your gig and this is what you do, and you're good at it, whether I like your content and you're good at it, whether I like your content or not. And people, like, you know, people come see and they do that. It's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up. I mean, it's easy enough for some people to be out there like, well, go get a real job, you bum. Well, yeah, sure. But like, don't act like people aren't here acting like this content creator is doing a real job and willing to support them and pay them money and stuff. Like, it happens. That's what happens with a lot, right? Like, people don't just send, like, you get what I'm saying. But it's messed up. It's messed up. So, yeah, we'll say it. Fuck Warner Brothers. And that's just for anybody they do it to, not just even Joshua with Den of Nerds. I know I was busting my man Snowdub. I was busting his chops the other day because he's like, He's talking about Josh retweeting stuff. I'm like, I can give a shit less. Like, I don't care. It's bullshit. Regardless of who it happens to, it's bullshit. You know, that now, are there probably some trash channels that probably like rather not be getting revenues of? Yeah, sure, probably. But that's not up to me. That's up to them and their audience, right? Like, you take away the chance for people to even like give them money, even if they're not getting ad revenue from their stuff, because they're like, screw your ad revenue. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Will Morgan, my man, what is up? How are you doing? Does that have Franklin? Yes, it'll have Franklin in there as well. Yeah, he's in there. Hashtagable continuity. Yeah, hashtagable. Yeah, continuity. Yeah, we need to do continuity. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yes, I like that. Let's see. Spider-Man is cool. Yeah, Spider-Man's all right, man. You should see what I ordered for my son. He's gonna shit. Look, I ordered this thing for my son. It was just solicited, and they're coming out with it. I don't know, a couple months or so. But it's one of dude, he loves this damn thing. He loves this damn game. He loves his Miles Morales. I ordered this thing for him right there. Yeah, I ordered that for him. Was it like? I think it's $50. I went ahead and ordered that for him because I'm telling you, like, he loves Miles Morales. Like, don't get me started, but hey, yeah. So I went ahead and got that. Plus, that's pretty badass anyway. So, you know, don't give me too hard of a time. It's for the kids. It's for the children, right? Yeah, dog, get at me, bruh. Yeah, you too, Nikki. You too. Don't act like I didn't tell. Don't act like I didn't. You need to send me your deets too, because I got copies sitting here waiting for you too. I got copies upon copies upon copies of Black Widow No Restraints play. You don't even know, son. You don't even know. I put myself on the internets for sale, and the only takers I got was Warner Brothers management. Oh man. I think I posted that in at least 10 discourse last night. That's funny. Facebook, nice. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, certified. I love your new logo, Nikki. Oh, why? What happened? What new logo? Did I miss something? What's the new logo? Do we need to come up with a? I don't know. Does that coffee emoji work? Do we need to? Oh man. Again, thank you so much to Marjan for the $2 super chat, man. He'll see this when he's done flapping his gums. Yeah. I flapped too long. Yeah, spam that chat. Yeah. There you go, Mike Porter. Captain America on this. Yeah, that does look sweet. You know the one I'd like to find is, oh man, what was I think I've seen it. It's not an omnibus. It's just one of the volumes. It's one I've never read, been wanting to read. But that's I think it was Rick Remender that did like the whole Castaway and Dimension Z and all that stuff. I think it was like 20. It wasn't 25 issues, was it? I can't remember how many issues it was, but I wanted to read that because that is actually kind of the story that all leads into what eventually happens with Falcon when he becomes Captain America. Like, I've never read that part of the story, the whole Dimension Z stuff, and I really need to read that one. Yeah, that Infinity War Omnibus is great. Yeah, the Infinity War one, it's just the Infinity War stuff, kind of all the fallout after the Infinity Gauntlet series. And I want to get the Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus as well. I need to get that one because yeah, that's the real stuff. I know most of the places I go, I always see like trades and stuff for it, but I know there's an omnibus out there floating around. Yeah. Don't thumbs down. Myrtle will definitely cry in his trailer about it. Oh, he will. He will too. Just woke up, those Marvel omnibuses making my mouth water. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, me too. When I started seeing them, I'm like, oh my God, look at those omnibuses. They're so big. Look at him. And dude, I'm telling you, I've got like I think I've got like 2 issues left in that Moon Knight omnibus, and I'm done with it. Like I've been busy too, but I've been dragging it out too because I'm like I don't want it to end. Even though these last few issues were a different writer, and it's just not quite the same as when you had Doug Mensch writing it. But yeah, late as usual. It's all good, man. It's all good, Scotty. And I'm behind on the chat anyway too, so I mean you can be late, and it's all good. Reefer Man's hi. Oh man, and I hope you're doing well. For Casquela, Casquela. Yeah, I hope you're doing well as well. My master. Yeah. Absolutely, Demajani, absolutely. Shipping stuff all over the nation. Yeah, man. For real. Whoever says to Josh to get a real job, their mom is I'll tell him for sure. Get a real job, you bum. Nah, but really, you know what? Like honestly, I wouldn't want to be a full-time content creator. I mean, like I do enough stuff anyway. I really need to sit down. I need to get like a better, like, dude, I haven't dropped a video in a while because I need like a good format. Like for certain things it works, but like other things are kind of like regular comic reviews. I'm like, lately I've just been like, I feel like that's easy. It's easier on a live stream, like because like comic reviews themselves, I don't know. I guess they're shorter and they probably get views. Anyway, I don't know, man. Sometimes I think I'm just bougie about some of that kinds of stuff too. But copyright motions are dumb, out of control. 9 times out of 10 false. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, the thing is, like, most of the time, I think copyright claims. Most everybody's like, whatever. You know, put a little bit of music if it was in a trailer or something. Like, copyright claim, whatever. But like, when they give you a copyright strike, it's like, dude, bro, I'm just reacting to stuff that's out there on the internet. Like, it's fair use. But yeah, it's a bunch of BS. Veedo, you need sleep. Oh man. You need to spray paint F1 Bros on the side of a building. Yes. Yeah. They have no chill when it comes to that crap. No, you're right, Nikki. They don't. Today I'm going wild. I feel bad for the people I'm chilling with tomorrow. We're going to hibachi and axe throwing everyone in the Wax Five Warner Brothers. Oh man, that's funny. Got a claim for showing 10 seconds of a Suicide Squad. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the Warner Bros. I won't even touch it, man. Like just talk. And most of the time, a lot of times, like that's why I don't really show a whole lot of stuff anyway. Is because like technically, like opening up like the comic book, showing the image, they could technically give me a claim for. You know, showing any of the images in the book, they could technically give me a claim, not a strike, but a claim because it's their art and stuff. But man, yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up. And Warner Brothers is really bad about it. They do it to everybody. Yeah. They are out. Yeah, they are unreal. Bots out of control for days. Yeah. That's Fantastic Four 32, 33 are fire. He rewrote almost no other Marvel currently. Man, Fantastic Four. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say I know. Aggressively relaxing always comes in here and flaps his gums, talking about how great Fantastic Four has been as well. Yeah. Yes, me. That's why I'm working. No, you're all good. You're all good. Lurking is okay. You just get more Myrtle bit the more you interact. I go get breakfast and some more friends come in. Hello, Superior Hero Reviews. Yeah. More people. Scotty. Yeah. Yep. I'm a week behind. I just realized it's Thursday. I haven't got this week's books. Yeah. Thought about this. The strike wasn't because it was the trailer. It was technically because the trailer wasn't even out yet, only on ads. Yeah, and it's ridiculous. But it's still ridiculous. Like you can't react to ads. Like you know what I mean? Like you can't react to ads. Like it's, I don't know. Like that's saying that I can't go in here and watch all of those honest politician ads. Remember those honest politician Philip Mamalfa farts? You don't remember him? Yeah. We could do that. Yeah. Will Morgan sound like a Warner Bros. Fan. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, Lord Veedo. Yeah, no, Will Morgan's the man, dude. Will Morgan's the man. Yeah, oh man, that's funny. Lord Veedo on one. Lord Veedo on one. That's hilarious. But yeah, so I've got those omnibuses and stuff. Let's go ahead and get into some of these comic book reviews, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Now, like I was saying, one of the books I was really looking forward to reading this week was The Dark Age, issue number 5. Issue number 5 here. I've really enjoyed this series. It's on Red 5 Comics. This one has been on hiatus for quite a while. Issue 5. I want to say, man, I want to say it's been over a year ago that issue number 5 came out. And it's kind of this post-apocalyptic future, and you see a lot of like the pop culture references in it. Like there's some of the people who have like all these like they're almost cosplaying like Star Wars characters and stuff. They're using like the rebel symbol and stuff. Dude, it's kind of funny, or I guess the symbol of the Empire. But basically, all the metal in the world had disappeared one day. Just like boom, it was gone. So basically, all technology and anything like that, like buildings crumbled, all kinds of stuff, and there was a whole bunch of fallout. Now, our main character here, one of our main characters, he was an archaeologist. He was a doctor of. I won't confess no. I'm not a doctor, dang it. But basically he went out there and he knew about like all the like old school tools and things like that, you know, how the more indigenous peoples, our ancestors, how the cavemen as well designed and built tools and stuff like that out of you just using different things out there. So he is actually really good at designing weapons, and that's what everybody in this dark age wants, is weapons, so they can dominate the other people and be the ruling class, or you know, be, you know, just, you get it, right? Altogether, it's been a really good series. Now, I probably need to go back and reread issues 1 through 5 and get in here, but once it started off, like it kind of really got back into the story, and it really kind of remembered a lot of the stuff that was happening here, and I really did like it. But what we found out is like this guy, his wife had died, and he had his daughter. His daughter had has heart problems, and she needs this medication. But he also has a son. Well, it turns out this son was actually not his actual son. His son had died along with his wife, apparently. And this boy they just found like in like the woods or some shit, you know, like and they found this little boy. So they're like, hey, you know, like, we'll take this kid, you know, there's nobody here taking care of him, he's all alone. So they went ahead and took him in and raised him just like it was his son. Well, it turns out that this boy has family, that we find out here in issue number 6. And well, part of his family is with this tribe of people, this other tribe of people, where these people are trying to be loners all by themselves, and now they're actually kind of somewhat being held hostage by these other people as well for supplies and things like that, and weapons. They find out that one of these other tribes, these cannibals who are out there, they eat people. They don't give a shit, you know. They're like, his brother is like the leader of them, and they were all captured. And here in issue number 6, they're trying to get away from this tribe, from these cannibals, and just all they were after was some medication for his oldest daughter, who is now probably in her like 20s, and she needs this medication, otherwise she's gonna die. And I don't know, man. I've really enjoyed the Dark Age overall. This series has been one of the ones that I've really enjoyed. And like I said, I was really looking forward to this book coming back out here. Now, this particular book is created and written by Don Haddonfield. The art is by Leonard Rodriguez. Colors by Dijo Lima. Letters by DC Hopkins. And also I can show you those names right there. Very good stuff there. Very good stuff. Like I said, this book has really cracked me up. I'll show you some of the some of the art that you can expect in this book as well. This is a lot of the stuff that they've got going on here. Very good stuff. Like I said, the artwork is good in here. The artwork, the colors, the story's been pretty decent. Glad to see this finally come back. Can't wait to see how this series wraps up and ends, you know, because I'm sure it's probably not going to be an ongoing. It would be interesting if it was, though. It'd be interesting if it was an ongoing. Let's see. Metaphorical, what is up, my man? How are you doing? I hope all's going well with you. I've been lurking in on some of your live streams here lately. Hope all's going well. Venom. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got that one already. Where was that? Let's see. Yeah. Watch those flow ads. I bet you wouldn't get a strike. Right? Yeah. I was Reefer Man says I was writing a novel until several years ago about a post-apocalypse where uh, we were thrust back into a dark age. What you are describing sounds damn near like the book I was writing. Yeah, hey man, I'm telling you, they found your notes. They found your notes. No, it's totally ridiculous. It hadn't been changed in the algorithm, and the computer thought it leaked. Yeah, probably so. Star Wars Santa, thank you so much for being here. I hope all is well with you, my brother. Steven Sweefert says archaeologist. Is that the word you're looking for? Someone who studies historical peoples and cultures. I don't know. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Like, is that just technically? Because I mean, would it be more than that? But I guess it would be just an archaeologist. I won't confess to know what all the different doctors do. I don't know. There's yeah, because I guess there's like paleontologists. And all, yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm here live. I'm all nervous on camera. But yes, thank you, Steven. I figured it was the archaeologist. I was just thinking like, nah, but like that's Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones goes out on adventures, and he got his whip, and he got his gun, and like he's got his suit when he's in the office, and then he's anyway, yeah. Guess you're right, Steven. Should have just rolled with it. Oh man. My novel was more of a high adventure mixed with magic and had a ton of characters. No real specific main plot. It was just a series of stories interweaving in a post-apocalyptic dark age. Yep, that sounds exactly it, man. They ripped off your stuff. Oh man. All right, Metaphor got some big things coming. All right, giving away at least $100 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't miss out. Nice. Hell yeah. And guys, you should go check out Metaphorical Comics as well. Very, very cool dude, man. They do a lot of live streams just talking about comic books, auctions, giveaways. Go check them out, man. Go check them out. Okay, so the next one we'll talk about here is on Vault Comics right here. This is Shadow Service, issue number 9. Now, I'm not really into like all the magic and all of that kinds of stuff. You guys know that, man, if you watch here long enough. But one thing I definitely am into is body horror. And this book has a lot of body horror stuff in it, along with some of the magic and things like that. Like, I'm just not really into like vampires and werewolves and zombies and magic. I'm just not really big into it. But this book has some absolutely just some great body horror stuff in there. You can see like this creature all jacked up and killed and everything. Oh, sorry. You see some chi-chis there. Let's see. And get some more. Got some more creatures stuff here, but they have other things that have been popping off in this book as well. It's got a lot of that kind of body horror elements in it, where you see like bodies getting twisted, mangled, and just different stuff like that. Again, I've really enjoyed this series overall, and I picked up this Rebecca Isaacs variant. I've been picking up all these Rebecca Isaacs variant. I like Rebecca Isaacs art, especially these covers that she's been doing here for this series. Now, this series is written by Kevin Scott. Corin Howell is the artist. Triona Farrell is the colorist, and World Design is the letterer. I'll show you those names right there. And again, this one's on Vault Comics. You guys know I love Vault Comics, man. A lot of the books they do are really good. Enjoy a lot of the work that they have going on there. But this book has been really good. Again, just kind of there's these demons and everything that are trying to take over the world and everything, and there's the MI666, better known as the Shadow Service, who are out there trying to put a stop to it. But we see there's a lot of double crossing, backstabbing, and everything like that going on here along the way. And again, I've really enjoyed this series overall for what it is. Like I said, even not being big into like magic and sorcery and all that kinds of stuff, I really have enjoyed this series overall. Well, I did have a notebook that got misplaced. Who knows? My notes may have gotten the original basis for the comic. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gone, Reefer. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah. Obi-Wan the homie, aka Beskar Batman. What is up, my man? What is up? One of the awesome immortal Myrtle Maniacs. You know what, guys? And I know here pretty soon, some of you are going to be getting some different badges. Should be coming up on a year of the memberships here pretty quick. And believe my man Mike Porter should be getting one very soon. I think Reefer Man should be getting one of those new badges as well very soon. Yeah. The show books, the 100, also remind me of my book. It came out after my notes. I lost my notes as well. Yeah, it was on to something. Yeah, exactly. Now if you release, it's gonna be like he copied everyone else's. Indiana Jones was an archaeologist, but it was mostly used as a career prop. Yeah, right. The adventure stuff was for the excitement of story. The adventure stuff in the movies isn't what real archaeologists do. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, even because even like archaeologists would be going out on like all those digs and all that stuff like that to really get out there in the muck. I mean, even they're not out there with their guns and all that stuff. Now the thing is there certainly are people out there that if they were coming upon treasures would probably want to rob them. So I mean, I would definitely say it's exaggerated. Yeah, absolutely. Still some great movies though. I don't know how I've been a member, but it's been a while. Yeah, I was gonna say you've been up there for a while too, Lord Veedo. You've been up there for a while too, because the logo you got, you can tell. Yeah, badges on the way. Badges. You don't even need no stinking badge to get entered into some of the giveaways. So moving on to the Image Comics Stray Dogs issue number 5. This book right here is the conclusion of this series. And it looks like they're going to be starting a new series. Now, I've been picking up these horror cover variants. Absolutely great. I mean, check. How could you not like that cover, right? This series has been very good. It's about these dogs. All these dogs that have been kind of picked up. Not necessarily stray dogs, but dogs that this owner has kind of taken. And well, where he's getting these dogs that he's getting is he's been murdering their owners. And that's what we kind of find out here, where the dogs are finding some of the personal effects of their owners and stuff like that. It's been kind of a mystery going on this whole time. This book is really kind of like Secret Life of Pets meets, I don't know, like a slasher kind of flick. But it's been very good. Like I like the art in this book has been very good. You can see some of the art here. Look at this 2-page splash. Very good stuff here. It's been a lot of like drama in here as well with these dogs as they're trying to figure out, because they don't have very good memories, and losing the memories of their owners and things like that, and then also trying to remember and hunt down all the mystery behind how they got where they are and their owner and everything. It's been very good. And also you see here in the back, one of the things they've been doing is kind of having these ads for them, about like all these stray dogs and everything as well. So it's something they kind of support, is just animal shelters and stuff like that, and these pets. And then we see here at the very end, they have an advertisement on this back cover for Stray Dogs Dog Days issue number 1 coming soon, it says. But this book is written by Tony Fleeks. Artist is Trish Forstner. Colorist is Brad Simpson. Layouts Tony Rodriguez and Chris Burnham. Flatter Lauren Perry. Logo and design is Lauren Harada. Pre-press Gabrielle Downey. I don't know who's on letters. I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. But there we go. You can see their names right here and everything as well. This series has been very good as well. Not even necessarily just for kids or anything like that. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a, I don't know. Is it necessarily a horror? It's more like a thriller. Been pretty good though. I've been enjoying it. Let's see. So I just checked it. 10 months and 9 days. All right, getting there. Yeah. If you need help with badges. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I've been making all the ones here. What I need to get is I need to hurry up. I need to get on making some more emojis. Quick bad with reference. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Mike Porter. Oh, he got that steak on there for the porter, huh? There you go, porterhouse steak. Yeah. The Stray Dogs horror variant is giving me a row. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny, dude. That's funny. Okay, so getting into this next book I want to talk about here, guys. This one's the Boom Studios Something is Killing the Children, issue number 17. This series returned last issue after I don't know, I would say a brief hiatus, like a month or two maybe, before issue 16 came out, and then issue number 17 here. Now, in this new story arc, we're getting more backstory into the House of Slaughter. We're getting more of how Erica Slaughter came to be in the House of Slaughter. Issue number 16 I thought was really good. Like, it kind of like I really wish this happened sooner. Something is Killing Children is one of these series that I feel like is kind of stringing me along. Like those first 15 issues, I feel like probably could have been handled in 10 issues. You know, like again, there's just like, and it seems it's written very episodically. Like I believe this is becoming a TV show now as well, and it's written very much like that as well. I mean, we could complain about that, you know, all day long. You're like, hey, why don't you just go write a script for a TV show instead of doing it through the comic books and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But this one has been actually really good, and I think that episodic kind of writing to it is what gives me that feeling of like you're just stringing me along. Something is killing the children. Something is killing my pocketbooks by spending, you know, this money on 15 issues so far when you could have got this done in 10. But James Tynion IV has been doing a good job with this one. Now, like I said, this is going more into the backstory here of Erica Slaughter's coming into the House of Slaughter. We see her here as a kid, and just some of the, you know, some of the growing and the pains that she had to go through growing up in the House of Slaughter. And show you a little bit more of this art here. But basically, what's going on is Erica's being brought into the House of Slaughter, where they actually go out and they hunt down these monsters. Monsters are real, and they're hunting down. They basically go after babies, like children and stuff. Is mostly what they're going after, because children can see these monsters where adults can't. But they kill adults as well. But it's the children who see them, so it's the children who react and scream. You know, that's what they're more attracted to. So they have these wraiths that are going around killing people. Now, this organization goes out and hunts down these wraiths and things like that, and they have ways of containing these beasts and everything once they're out there. So once they stop them. So very interesting stuff that's been going on in this series. But again, I feel like a lot of it has just been, you know, throughout the series, we've been kind of stringing along here. But I've really enjoyed issues 16 and 17. Finally, where we get a change of pace from the, you know, taking so long to kill this one monster and its hive in this town, to finally getting a little bit more, a change of pace, getting a little bit more great stuff here. Now, again, like I did say, this book is written by James Tynion IV. It's illustrated by Werther Deladera, and colored by Miquel Muerto, and lettered by And World Design as well. I'll show you those names right there. Got some variant covers as well. It shows you the one who did that glow-in-the-dark variant as well. You can see all of those names there. Maybe get a little closer. But yeah, again, this one has been a very good series. I think definitely worth reading. Now, one of the things you can do, and it might be too late, you can still call your local comic book shop if you want to, is they actually just solicited. Just this last month. Something is Killing the Children. This deluxe edition box set thingy here, and I will show this to you when I find it here. Right here, they got the Something is Killing the Children book 1 deluxe edition. This is collecting issues 1 through 15, so all of the whole story, the tale that I just told you, those 15 issues that kind of drag along a little bit, you can get them all in one book right here for $49.99, and this is a hardcover graphic novel. Now you can get this one. It's all great, but they also have this one right here. It's got a slipcase. It's got a slipcase on it. It's the same book, but it's got this slipcase. It's a limited edition. It's only available through here, so you can still get that. And that one's $69.99, so it's $20 more. But it's gonna have that little slipcase on there. You can see like the little, yeah, looks like it's different. But it says Collect Something is Killing the Children 1 through 15 in a single deluxe edition hardcover for the first time. This limited edition will feature an exclusive slipcase and be limited to its first printing. So the first printing of this book is all that you're going to get the slipcase on. After that, I mean, look, what's going to happen is basically everybody's going to go out and buy these things up and the price is going to go up on them. So you can still probably get to your LCS and put this on a pull list and have a copy reserved for you. I can guarantee you most comic shops probably ordered some extras, so you probably want to go do that if you want to read this book. And I'm telling you, it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it. If not, you can always get the regular hardcover as well. I mean, save the $20 if you don't want that slipcase as well. I mean, it's either way, it's going to be worth it. Because Something is Killing the Children has been a very, it's been a pretty good series. Been a pretty good series. I really enjoyed it. Obi-Wan says it's for the dogs. Yeah, Star Wars Santa. We don't need no stinking badges. Yeah, Star Wars Santa got that one. He knows. He knows. Is she a member of the Slaughterhouse 5? No, I don't believe so. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, you're killing my pocketbook. Yeah. Seriously though, seriously, Something is Killing the Children is on my pull list for sure. I have volume 1 through 3 now, and number 16 and 17 that's still waiting for me. I love it. I need that slipcase edition. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, for the children. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is for the children. Let me see if I gotta dig something out here really quick before we move on and talk about some more comic books here. Where are we at here? Okay. Now, the next comic book, guys, that I want to talk about is right here. This is Vietnam Horror. This is issue number 4 on Behemoth Comics. You can see it right there. I've really enjoyed this series. It's kind of just like a horror story going on in Vietnam. And there's like this evil spirit that's possessing people, and apparently it's like possessed all these soldiers to kill themselves and impale themselves, like all kinds of crazy stuff. But that's what it's doing. And there's this this eclipse coming out that's is kind of the dawning of this new age, or basically the end, or this apocalyptic era. With these soldiers, it's been very graphic, very good stuff. I've really enjoyed it. I'll show you some of this art right here. You see that right there, like very good stuff. Now, I've enjoyed what's been going on here. Here at the end of this book, and I believe I'm not sure. I don't believe this is the end. I think there's more issues to this. I'll have to go check. But you can see, where it's kind of a memoir where somebody's writing about everything going on here. The what was going on with the war, and one of the reasons they were kind of like glad to be gone and out of there and be home because of these scenarios that were going on here with this demon is taking over everything and possessing everybody. Very interesting stuff here. I've really enjoyed this book. Now this book, it don't really say. I'm guessing it was just written by Massimo Rossi, and guess the art was Vito Coppola. I'll show you those names right there. Let me see the names of the people in this book. Now, I've really enjoyed this series overall. Again, I think there's maybe another issue or 2 coming out on this one. I could be completely wrong. I have to go back and look at that. But the one thing I've got to say, and it's really weird, especially from Behemoth Comics. Behemoth, if you're out there listening, listen up here. I like this book. The quality here, I mean, the cover seems a little thin. Has no big problem there. It's certainly not as bad as some of those Marvel books out there. But the one thing I have to say is this is in black and white format. I have zero problem with that. I really enjoy the fact that it's in black and white, especially with this horror story going on here. What I don't like about this book, the one thing I don't like about this, and there was another book I read that was even worse than this, as far as what it's printed on, is this book is kind of printed on this paper. You probably can't tell too much here, but it's printed on this paper. It's not quite like bright white, like and like the quality of like a copy paper, but it's still a brighter white. Like, I feel like when a company does this, and it's weird because I know Behemoth has done this in the past when they do the black and white books. They put it on a heavier stock that's more like newsprint, and I'm okay with that. I'm not sure if it's more expensive or not, but use newsprint. It's okay, especially with the black and white. I feel it has that more pulpy feel to it. It has that more authentic horror type feel to it. I think it works a lot better. I believe A Girl Walks Home Alone. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night has more of that feel that I'm talking about here. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night here has a little bit more of that kind of pulpy feel to it in these books right here now. Now of course, and I could be wrong, but this one is done more in like black and white, so maybe that's why it just seems more like that. But the pages here, they feel a little bit thicker, and it's just a different feel to it. And I think that, you know, they've made these books in the past like this. I think if they went with like maybe a little bit heavier, or just went with that newsprint, it's okay. Do it in the black and white. Put it on the newsprint. It's okay. Save a few cents. Charge the same price. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Altogether, I have enjoyed Vietnam horror overall, though. Even as it is. But let me know what you guys think if you guys have checked out Vietnam horror. Let me know down in the comments below. Reminds me of the Michael Jordan memes. F them kids. Oh, man. Kendall, what is up, my man? How are you doing? What's up? Hope you're doing well, Kendall. Yeah. Now, the other thing, the next book I want to get into is this one right here. I was telling you guys, this is MFKZ. Now, apparently, this is already a series on Netflix or some. I don't know. Apparently, it's a series. This one is on Behemoth Comics. This is on their Happy Tank imprint, right there. Happy Tank. This is on their Happy Tank imprint. And like, I don't know. I got in here and I read this book, and I'm like, to me, it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't very exciting. It was kind of. It's kind of very, I don't know, juvenile. Yet you wouldn't let your kids read this. I just don't know. Basically, it's about this loser kid who has a job and loses his job because he's a loser, and he's being followed because apparently he's an interesting person. And then him and his friends, like, they like live in this bad neighborhood, and they in like a Los Angeles type area, and they get into shenanigans or beating people up and shooting them, and it's kind of violent and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I was reading this book, and I just couldn't get into it. I was sitting there trying to read it, and it's a pretty thick book too. You probably can't tell it here, but this is a pretty thick book for $5.99. It's got a pretty decent heavy cardstock, like, well, not even cardstock, but a pretty heavy cover on here. And even the pages on the inside, like Behemoth, you know, they typically use pretty good stock on here. But I was reading this book, I just couldn't really get into it. Like, it just, I don't know, it wasn't for me. This book was created by Guillaume Run Renard, English localization by Dan Christensen. I'll show you right there. You can see some of that in here. I'll show you some of the art in here as well. Like, here's some of the art going on here. It's almost like, remember like back in the day, those little homies. Remember the little homies things? Like, it's almost like if they had like a comic book. Like I said, I was reading this one, trying to get into it, just like wasn't my thing. I wasn't really into it. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of just weird, just like not. I don't know, just wasn't into it. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't necessarily my pace, I would say, I guess. But I don't know. I think I got issue number 2 on my pull list as well. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it gets better. But, you know, another book that I read, I think it was from last week that came out. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? On their Happy Take imprint as well from Behemoth Comics. And that was Freak Snow. It says Revenge is a Drug, #1. This book was story and co-writing by Kevin Roditelli, co-writing, art, and lettering by Rob Cannon. Regular cover by Victor Santos. Different covers. I'll show you the names on this one. Freak Snow. This book is another one of the books, like, man, like, I just don't know, man. I can't say to go get this book. I didn't even think, like, there were parts in this book where, like, there's a lot being told through art. I can't even really tell what the fuck is going on in the art. And, like, what's going on here, like, it's all, I don't know, man. Like, first of all, like, you open up on this page right here, right? This is the first page. They're kind of telling you some stuff and everything, and it's, I don't know, is this supposed to be cinematic? And you get in here and like first you get up here, you get like some lettering here, right? Some lettering here, and then you get in here in the language, like, then you get in here like this, the letters here, right? And you get in here and look. Now, I know, like, look, I gotta tell you, comics is a visual medium, and a lot of it, you do a lot, with your imagination and stuff, but, like, I don't even know what this shit is. Like, I can't even, like, tell, like, what's going on in some of this shit, some of these panels and stuff. It's damn if I know, man. Damn if I, like, look, like, like, some of it you can, some of it you can't. Some of it's just like, just don't know. And look at more again, the lettering. And it wouldn't be so bad if, like, all the lettering was that way. But then you get, like, back into stuff then where you flip in here, and then it goes into, like this kind of stuff. Like this kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, again, here we get more of it. Like, you get the dialogue over here, then you get all this stuff going on over here, and it's just switching up. It's going back and forth. It's, look at this. Like, look. Like, again, I gotta say, like, look, man, I don't give a shit how good your story is. This right here is a fucking eyesore. The art in it is just not that good. But then you get into, like I showed you, all the different panels there with the different like in on one page there's multiple different fonts used on the letters, the lettering, just all this different stuff. And every single damn time it happens, it takes me completely out of the story, which is something you probably need to depend on, considering I can't even tell what's going on through the fucking art in a lot of this stuff. This book, moving on into AWA Upshot, guys. Chariot, issue number 4 of 5, written by Brian Edward Hill. Art by Priscilla Patrates. Colors by Mark Lesko. Lettered by, I believe this one was lettered by and World Design as well. This story is taking place in the AWA Upshot universe, where in that world of, like, the Resistance, where they had that post-apocalyptic apocalyptic, or not post-apocalyptic, but they had a virus that swept the world. It was a pandemic, I guess, that swept the world. A lot of people got sick. A lot of people died. Some people got better, and some people got powers and stuff like that. They became reborns and had powers and different things like that. This story is about, it's almost like that movie. Remember that movie, The Wraith, with Charlie Sheen, where like his brother died and became like his spirit became part of a car? That somewhat happens in here, where you got this woman who is living in this car. She's been there for a while, and her sister is actually out there after her, who has who's living in like this robotic body. She's getting all old and shit, and she just wants to live on forever. But meanwhile, there's this guy who's broke. He's a loser. His kid's in the hospital, and now they're threatening his wife, his ex-wife, and his family, or his ex-girlfriend and his son. And so he basically has to go out there and fight these bad guys and bring them down. Well, he's kind of been going through his journey here, if you will, to get I don't know, to get better at using guns, at fighting and stuff like that. You know, like like Neo in the Matrix. So you see some of the art in here. Again, the art in this book I really do enjoy. I've enjoyed a lot of the art in this book. The colors in here, again, it's like 80s, so it's got, you know, it's got a lot of that. I mean, let's call it what it is. It's got that bisexual lighting, you know, all those purples and the blues there. But it's good. I have no problem with that, especially in this book, because it fits, because this has a very 80s feel. And, you know, in the 80s, it was a lot of that neon stuff, right? There was neon blue, the neon pinks and purples and all that stuff. So it actually really fits in this book. I don't have no problem with that. Again, Priscilla Patrici's art in this book has been really great. One of the things I've really enjoyed about it, most of all, you can see a little bit more of the art here as well. Let's see. I'll show you a little bit more here. Yeah, you can get a little bit more right here again. I like just so much of the art here that Priscilla Patrici's is doing here. I really do enjoy this art, and this story here as well has been very good here. Now here in issue number 5. Oh my, what's that? In this story here, we see kind of the plot thickening a little bit before we're getting ready to head into the last issue of this series. But this guy here, he's going through his training and everything. There's a little more drama being set up here between our main character, his ex-girlfriend, or his ex-fiance, or his ex-wife. I can't remember if they were actually married or not. But we see a little bit more of that going on here. Now, it's interesting because the person that's kind of doing some of this, causing some of this tension, is the very person who's stuck in this car, who's kind of training the guy to go on and do better, I guess. I don't know. It's been a pretty good book, though. I've really enjoyed it. Again, the art in the book is really good. The colors, very good. And the writing by Brian Edward Hill, an absolute, I don't know, been doing a great job on this one. I think it's one I would absolutely say you should go and pick up and check out if it sounds like something you're into like that. Now, let's see. Where are we at here? The next one I will talk about here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. We got some more people joining the chat here. Let's see. Let's see. Being late was a reason for a head shake. That what? Oh, well, I must have missed something. Oh, busy morning? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to get some of that good sleep. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, like, I get to bed early and I wake up early. I make sure I get my sleep, man. I got to get my sleep. Did you come troll me on the ATL Hawk sweep again? Oh, man. Dang. You know I'm down with the homies. Yeah, right? Yeah. Steven Suffer says it lacks consistency and coherency. Oh, which one? Which one lacks consistency and coherency? I must have I was too busy flapping my gums, Steven. I was too busy flapping my gums. Oh, you're probably talking about Freak Snow. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Quentin Lee, thank you so much for being here. I hope all is well. Nikki brought me here for the alcohol. I mean, hey, all good. All good, man. Thank you so much for being here, Quentin Lee. Pretty sure I've been seeing you in the Quentin, is that you? I've been seeing in the Marvel Comics section on the Discord on the Nerdvengers. I'm pretty sure it's you, Quentin Lee. I've been seeing in there, but I know I've been seeing you around as well. Anyway, just in the community. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it. Tell us how you really feel, Trinity. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, what? Yeah. Dropping the hammer. Oh man. Yeah. Love the Wraith movie. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. See, Reefer Man knows Chariot. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, there we go. We can put some of that. We can put the chat up there on the screen. How about that? Let's see. Love the Wraith movie. Will Morgan says, Boomer! Trinity comes with the Wraith. Fucking my man. Yeah, the Wraith is the Crow Part 1. Yeah, I guess it is. It is, right? That's funny. Yeah, AWA is on fire. Yeah, they are, man. I love a lot of the books. There's some that are like Bite Size was for kids, and it's like, yeah, it's all right, you know. But yeah, definitely like what they're doing with that. Hey, by the way, Obi-Wan, the homie I was talking about you earlier. Did you get a chance to read that Resistance yet? I'm telling you, it's good. I was just talking about it earlier because I bought my LCS still had the first 6 issues. I ended up buying for somebody else because I sent you out that trade paperback. So I was talking about my man Skip and Tosh. He hadn't read it, so I was like, dude, I'll send it out to you because I knew my LCS had all. I seen they had all 6 issues. So yeah, I would have sent him the trade, but I sent it to you. But yeah, I hope you got a chance to read it. If not, man, I can't wait to hear what your thoughts are on it. Can't wait for the next issue of Moths. Yes. Yes. Moths was a good one. I thought it was very good. And Moths is kind of, it's basically an offshoot of the Resistance as well. But it's actually kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the one you thought, yeah. Yeah, hey, man, y'all making me feel bad. Y'all making me feel bad about tossing a shitty comic book. Y'all making me. Don't stop it. Stop the shaming. Stop the shaming. At least I didn't rip it in half. And it's probably not damaged. Let's be honest. It's probably not damaged. Aftershock Comics this week we've got Nuclear Family issue number 5 here. Issue number 5 here of Nuclear Family, written by Stephanie Phillips, art by Tony Chastain, J.D. Metler is the colors, Troy P. Terry is the artist. This book has been very interesting. I've read several titles from Stephanie Phillips. I gotta say, I think this is her best work that I've read. If you've read better by Stephanie Phillips, let me know. I think this one is good. Now, this issue number 5, I feel like they should, like this. It was like a lot happens in this issue, and it's just like it wrapped up too fast. The pacing of this last issue was a little too quick, especially in finding out kind of the mystery behind how this family has traveled through time. Basically, what's going on is this guy, our main character, and his family were traveled through time. They were in the 1950s. Living there, a family in the 50s, and like this small town in like Indiana, and a nuclear bomb had gone off. Some bombs had dropped, but what had happened was he was in the house with his family through this as after the bomb dropped and kind of some of the fallout was going on, the destruction, and they're sitting there hanging out. Next thing you know, the door gets kicked in by these agents who say think they're a bunch of communists, think they're a bunch of Russians. That are spies, and they end up taking them captive. They take them to the this bunker and everything. Like, hey, what the hell? Who are you people? How'd you get here? Well, one of these people happens to be a guy that the main character was in the war with, that he served with, and also not only somebody that he actually served in the military with, but also somebody that he worked with still. And it turns out he is one of these part of the military that was there bringing them to this compound. And it turns out they had actually traveled through time. They were now in the 60s, not in the 50s, and they were trying to figure out what's going on. They were being held captive. The kids are kind of getting all out of control. They end up kind of escaping. It's kind of an escape thing, where they're trying to get away from these people. But what's going on here is we see that one of the people there, like, these people don't believe him, and there's agents out there, and there's zombies. They've created these zombies to kind of be super soldiers in this nuclear fallout era of the world because they can't go outside. They got their suits and everything. and so they're developing these like zombie type soldiers. And so it's been very interesting, but they have this like this the governor here, if you will, wants to go back to their house because he believes that he kind of believes their story that they traveled through time, and he's like, if you did travel through time, let's go back to your house, see what we can do to get back through time to see if I can prevent all of this from happening. And so that's kind of what we get here in this series is they end up traveling back through time, back to their time in the 1950s. Now, the way that they did that, I thought it was kind of cheesy. It was kind of weird. I don't know, the way they traveled through time here in this book, it was by way of the guy's shortwave radio and him cranking the wattage, if you will, to a certain limit or whatnot. And that's kind of what it all came down to. I just feel like this last issue here was a little bit fast. It all happened a little bit too fast. Like I feel like, and I didn't feel that way through the rest of the series. I think it was just this last issue felt rushed, and rushed in the sense that the story wrapped up too fast. I feel like this, maybe they could have went for that 6th issue, but maybe there wasn't that 6th issue worth of stuff there, right? So I don't know. Altogether, though, the story I thought was pretty good. Like I said, some of Stephanie Phillips' best work that I've read. And altogether, I thought it was a decent story. But yeah, let me know if you guys have read that one. Again, the trade will be coming out soon. It's probably definitely worth rating for a trade or something like that as well. If not, wait, you can get it on digital soon as well. I mean, you can get the single issues on digital also. But yeah, Reefermance. Okay, Obi-Wan says Resistance is freaking awesome. Nice. All right, yeah. Reeferman says Resistance is maybe my favorite from AWA, but yeah, I mean it's a good. I think my favorite is Erratic, and then I don't know. I really liked Archangel 8 also, but Hotel was phenomenal, man. Red Border, phenomenal. Like it's hard to put anything above like Red Border and Hotel. It's hard to. Reeferman says Trinity, I'm not talking to you about Red Border though. I'm talking to the chat because I know you have it and have read it. Oh yeah. Red Border is great. Gotta scoop up that trade. Reefer Man, yeah. Absolutely. Now the last book we'll talk about here is going to be Phantom on the Scan. This is issue number 3 on Aftershock Comics, being written by Cullen Bunn with art by Mark Torres and lettered by Dave Sharp. This issue right here, this is a very good book. I really enjoyed this one. We're halfway through this series. Cullen Bunn's got away with his horror that he writes. I really enjoyed this one where these people are kind of like psychics and they have these powers. And there's these phantoms, I guess, these monsters that are out there trying to stop them and everything. Dude, it's been a very good book here. Issue number 3, like, I don't know. It takes it a step further in the story. Definitely a recommend if you're into like a good horror series. And this one, like, it's really hard to judge like this 3rd issue just based where we are off of issues 1 through 3. Like, once we're done with this series, I really know how I feel about it. But I'm really liking the buildup on this story. Definitely one I'd recommend if you like, like a psychotic thriller horror. Yeah, very good stuff. Obi-Wan says putting Hotel on that list too. Yes, Hotel is a good one, man. Hotel was written by John Lees. Absolutely, he's a good writer and good with his horror stuff as well. And I believe on the art on that also was Dalibor Talajik, which the art along with the storytelling, it was great stuff. But guys, that's all I've got for my comic book pull list and my reviews for this week, guys. Let me know what's on your comic book pull list, what you thought about these reviews, all down in the comments below. Now, also, like I said, make sure that you're here. If you're here, you are acquiring Myrtle Bit. Check your Myrtle Bit while you're here. You acquire Myrtle Bit just by being here on these live streams, whether you're lurking or not, and also by hanging out and interacting with all the cool folks here in the live chats. And one of the reasons you want to do that is because that gets you entered into the giveaways that we will be doing here on the channel. But guys, that's all I have for today. Make sure that you go. I'm sure he's already started. Make sure you go check out my man Josh over at the Den of Nerds. They're not on the Den of Nerds live right now because their channel got that copyright strike. But they're fighting that. Make sure you go check him out on the regular Den of Nerds channel, where I guarantee he's over there streaming right now, talking about probably how that's a bunch of bullshit and some other stuff as well. Go over there, hang out with the Nerdvengers. Hope you all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.